Team Affinity is back in MLB The Show 23. And while we went over the team captains in our previous video, but today we're going to go over the Charisma Series cards that you get inside of the Team Affinity program. Now, while you get to choose every single player in this program, it's not like years past where you can only get 2 or 3 of the packs. This year you get all 5 packs. You get to pick 1 player from each team and they're non-sellable. So you do get all the cards, but I'm going to give you a tier list, tell you which cards are the best and maybe which cards you should pick up first before picking somebody else. So we're going to start off with Cedric Mullins. Now he's really good against righties. He has okay power, okay contact against lefties. That's definitely doable. 87 clutch. He's a very average hitter in my opinion. He's got very good stats. He's very balanced. Diamond fielding with 83 arm and 84 speed. 5'8". A lot of people can't hit with short players like Cedric. Overall, I think this is a very, it's a very balanced card. I wouldn't say he's S tier. I would say that Cedric Mullins belongs in the A tier. So here we have Rafael Devers for the Red Sox, 113, 118 against righties with that 104 clutch, and he's usable against lefties too with the 98, 75. Average fielding with good arm strength, 45 speed, and he's got some good quirks too. He's got bad ball hitter, rally monkey, breaking ball hitter, unfazed. Devers always has one of the best swings in the game. My opinion, I think Devers is S tier given the cards that he's had in the past and how good he is. He has the stats, he has the swing. Devers always kills me every single year, so I'm gonna put Devers in the S tier. And now we come over to the Yankees where we got Big G, Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, look at that power. 125, 124, 102, 91 for contact with 101 clutch. I mean, this card just mashes. Decent fielding with 82 arm, but 19 speed. I know it says he's a right fielder and he can play left and center, but in my opinion, he's a DH. You don't want to put 19 speed out there. And he has a 58 reactions. I really think reactions means a lot this year. I definitely noticed how important defense is, and he doesn't really have the great quirks. So unlike Devers has the stats to swing. I'm gonna put Stanton in the A tier. That 19 speed, and you pretty much have to use him as a DH, kind of hurts him here in my opinion. Here we got Wander Franco. Now he's got that 125 contact against lefties, 109 clutch. He's got okay power. 89 is very good against lefties. 70 power against righties is a little bit weak. He's got good fielding, 82 fielding with 71 arm strength, and he's got decent speed as well. 71 arm might be a tad weak over at short. You might want to run him at second base, and he's got a couple good quirks. He's got rally monkey, he's got fighter, so if you need a clutch hit late in the game, he should get that job done for you. The thing is with this program, there's so many good cards. There aren't really many that are bad cards. There are some better shortstops in this program than Wander in my opinion. Not saying like if you put a card in the B tier that he's bad, but that's where I'm gonna put Wander considering the other shortstops that we have in the program. We have some better shortstops in this program. One of them is Bo Bichette. I mean, look at the contact, look at the power, very high clutch. 75 fielding, 79 arm with 67 speed, and Bo is always one of the glitchiest players in the game. I love his swing. What hurts him a little bit is he doesn't have the secondary positions like Wander Franco does. Wander can play second and third, but I like Bo Bichette's swing a little bit better. I think he has better stats. Personally, a lot of it comes down to swing. I'm gonna go put Bo in the A tier just because I think personally I like his swing more than Wander. Not saying that Wander's bad, but I just think Bo would play better in game than Wander would for you. All right, so we're gonna hop over to the AL Central and we got Eloy Jimenez here, and I mean, this card is just crazy. I mean, you got 3 stats of hitting that are 100 plus and the contact is 99, 120 clutch, so his PCI is gonna get even bigger when a guy is in scoring position. 52 speed, 64 fielding, 65 arm isn't like terrible considering he's a left fielder, but I wouldn't say it's great, especially with how many good outfielders there are in this program. You'd probably want to run him as a DH, and he's got some great quirks too. Bad ball hitter, first pitch hitter. I would say that Eloy is probably A tier. I would not put him in the S tier. I mean, he is like A minus right here. I might come back and look at the end of this and maybe put him in the S tier because, I mean, this is just a really good card. Now we have Tristan McKenzie. Now, I mean, the stats look good. He's got good stamina. He's got good hits per 9. The pitching clutch is definitely low at 81. Ks per 9 is okay. He has a terrible pitch mix. I mean, 4-seam slider, 12-6, 2-seam. It's nothing special. This is definitely the worst card that we've gone over today so far, but Tristan McKenzie is going to be the first card in the C tier. Now here's an interesting one in Javi Baez. He's very versatile. He's fantastic against lefties, 120, 108, 87, 96 against righties with that 107 clutch. Great fielding, fantastic arm strength at 91, good speed, and he also plays first, second, third, third and left field. So he plays the entire infield, and you could throw him in left, which, I mean, I don't know why you'd put him in left field. There's a ton of good cards in this program. Javi, he's very versatile, like I said. I think he's another A-tier quality type of player, considering the swing, the stats, and the secondary positions. Good fielding, good speed. Javi is A-tier material. Bobby Witt, 100 contact, 86 power, 97 power against lefties, 88 contact as well against the lefties. 122 clutch though, that is massive. So anyone's on base, Bobby Witt's gonna be your guy. The fielding is low, but 92 arm strength with 99 speed. So even if you do put him at short, his reaction is a 72, which is a little low, but it is higher than his fielding. You could try him at shortstop, and if it doesn't work out for you, you can put him over at third, and he's just going to be a monster for you. I've even used his live series card in VR, and it's just unbelievable. The ball just flies off of his bat. He has bad ball hitter as well. The way that I look at this, though, is because we have Bo in the A, we have Javi in the A. Is Bobby Witt better than Bo Bichette and Javier Baez? This is tough. There's a lot of good shortstops. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. I know I said he has a really good swing, but considering Bo and Javi, I'm going to put Bobby in the B tier. And for the last card in the AL Central is the Twins, Joe Ryan. I mean, again, he's kind of similar to Tristan McKenzie. He's got good stamina, good hits per 9. He's got very good pitching clutch at 113, but then again, a lot of it with the pitchers. Comes down to the pitch mix, just very basic. Fastball, slider, change, curveball. Only tops out at 94, and the only quirk that he has is pickoff artist. This is an easy one for us right here. As we head back over to our tier list, Joe Ryan is going to be in the C tier with Tristan McKenzie. Neither of the pitchers in the AL Central in this program are that great. All right, we're going to head into the AL West, and we have Jeremy Pena. Now, 110, 102 against lefties. 89, 92 against righties with 100 clutch, 99 fielding at short, 78 arm, 99 speed. I mean, this is the definition of a 5-tool player. Personally, I don't like his swing. I've never liked this swing, never liked it last year, don't like it this year. And he only has a couple quirks, but they're good quirks. They're first pitch hitter and situational hitter. And going back to this tier list, now that I think about it, this is our 5th shortstop, right? And we have Jeremy Pena here. I'm going to put him in the A tier, and I'm going to move Bo Bichette up to the S tier because I do think Bo is better than Javi and Pena. Pena has the stats, and if you can get his swing down, this card would be amazing for you. But I think a lot of people would struggle just because of the way his swing is. And here we have Taylor Ward. He had some really good cards last year. He's good against righties. The power is a little lackluster against lefties. He's got good fielding, 99 arm strength, and 92 speed. For a 97 though, in my opinion, especially as a primary right fielder, I think he's a little underwhelming. Last year he had catcher secondary, and he doesn't have that this year. He's got some okay quirks. He has unfazed and breaking ball hitter, and while he does have a good swing, I just don't think his stats are that great. So I'm gonna put Taylor Ward in the B tier. He shouldn't be down here in the C. He's definitely like an okay card, but he's not on the levels of, say, an Eloy or a Stanton or a Jeremy Pena, Cedric Mullins, etc. Okay, now we hop into the Mariners, Eugenio Suarez, and the first thing that pops off the board here is that 121, 115 power. Suarez has always had one of the better swings in the game. He's got decent contact, 105 clutch, 77 fielding, 78 arm, 38 speed. He can play first. I wouldn't put him at shortstop though. 37 speed wouldn't play well there. He's got first pitch hitter. He's got fighter and a couple other quirks there as well. Again, especially on the lower difficulties like All-Star and Hall of Fame, I just think this card's gonna absolutely rake. I'm gonna put Suarez in the S tier because there really aren't that many other third basemen in this program. And you're not going to find too many other cards that have 121, 115 power with that 105 clutch. So when guys are in scoring position, his PCI is going to be even bigger, and he has the swing to go along with it. His fielding stats are even better than I thought it would be too. Suarez is definitely a must get if you're trying to build a no money spent team. Hopping over to the Rangers, we got Adolis Garcia. Now, he's good against righties. He's got the power against lefties. Okay contact against lefties. 93 power. He's okay. He's got 101 clutch, good fielder, 89 fielding, 99 arm, 74 speed. But again, for a 97 overall, I don't think the stats are that great. Just looking at that card, I'm going to put Garcia in the B tier as well. Like I said, I would take a guy like Cedric Mullins over Garcia. if you're looking for a hitter. He's got okay speed for a center fielder. 74 isn't bad, but I just think he's an okay card, nothing fantastic. And then for the A's, we have Paul Blackburn. Now, I know 85 hits per 9, 82 pitching clutch isn't the greatest, but he's got a sinker cutter. He's got the changeup. He has something that he can work with. He doesn't really have any quirks either. He only has pickoff artist, but we all know sinker cutter means something in this game at least, right? So if we're looking at the two other pitchers that we've already gone through in this tier list, this McKenzie and Joe Ryan, he's definitely better than those two. I'm gonna put Blackburn here in the B tier. Like I said, he has sinker cutter. He's not a fantastic card, but he's not awful either. Alrighty, hopping into the National League now, we got Ronald Acuna. Now, Acuna, in my opinion, has one of the best swings in the game. He always plays above his stats. That contact against lefties is a little bit low. I can't lie. 89, it's not really low, but I would expect maybe a little bit more from Acuna. He's got great power. 81 clutch is a tad low, but his swing makes up for it. 99 arm, 90 speed. Ronald Acuna is going to join the S tier as our first S tier outfielder in this tier list. Acuna is a fantastic card. Get him in your outfield. Alrighty, now we got Jorge Soler, and if we all remember him from that fantastic run he had with the Braves in the World Series. Fantastic swing. Look at the power. Contact a little bit low, but his clutch is a little bit higher than that, so it will make up for it. 66 fielding with 85 arm and 57 speed. Not awful in the outfield, but there are some really good outfield options, so I'd probably put him as a DH. I'm going to put Soler in the A tier. He's very similar to Giancarlo Stanton. I wouldn't say either or is better than each other. I'd say they're pretty much fairly equal. Eloy, Stanton, Soler, they're all so similar to each other. Now we have Jeff McNeil. Now, I don't really know how well contact cards are going to work this year. He's considered like a contact style of card, so it definitely makes a difference in game, whether you're balanced or power or contact. And McNeil is definitely contact because the power is so low. Very good fielding, 99 fielding at second base, 82 arm, 66 speed. With guys like Javi and Wander Franco, both of those guys can play at second base. I am going to put him in the B tier just because that power is a little bit low and it makes such a big difference in game. If you're just looking for someone that maybe sit at the bottom of your lineup, maybe get a hit or two, I don't know if I would put him at leadoff because the speed's only 66. That's not the greatest. I would say he's B tier. Now we got Rhys Hoskins. He's a first baseman. He also plays left field. Very good power, fantastic against lefties, but 72 contact against righties is a little bit low. The clutch is decent at 90, 75 fielding, 50 arm, 41 speed. You're definitely not going to want to put this guy in left field at all. If anything, you're going to throw him at first or you're going to use him as a DH. We have guys like Ronald Acuna in this program. There's a lot of good cards. So when I look at the pack and I look at all the cards that are possible in here, especially between Soler and Acuna, I'm going to put Hoskins in the B tier just for the fact a lot of it for me is that contact against righties isn't the greatest, but there's just so many good options in this program that he just gets put in the B tier for me because of that reason. Now the Nationals have Joey Meneses. Now look at the difference between, say, Rhys Hoskins and Meneses. He's a lot more balanced. Contact means a lot too. I mean, Hoskins has the power, but 92-105 is going to play well with the 100 contact. 63 fielding, 81 arm strength, 45 speed. I don't even know if I'd put him at third base. The fielding would kind of hurt him. I really only see him as a first baseman or a DH. Doesn't have any quirks, but Meneses, he has a good swing. I've used his live series card in BR. Really like his swing. It's very easy to time up. And the more that I look at this tier list, especially with this pack, I'm going to move McNeil down to the C tier and I'm going to put Meneses here in the B tier. I just think these two guys are better than McNeil. I know how this game plays. And then you have Acuna and you have Soler. I think this is the right way to put it. Okay, now we're hopping into the NL Central and the Cubs card is Marcus Stroman. Decent hit per 9. Pitching clutch is a little low at 86, but he's got a fantastic pitch mix, man. He's got a sinker, slider, splitter, four-seam fastball. He doesn't have any quirks though, and he's short, so he's kind of hard to pick up because he is only 5'7". But with that pitch mix, if you threw a little bit harder, I'd probably put him S tier, but his pitch speed differential isn't the greatest either. So because of the speed differentials and the hits per 9 and the pitching clutch is a tad low, I will put him in the A tier. He is a very good pitcher. I just don't think he's S tier considering some of the other cards we're going to see here later in the video. All right, and here we have Hunter Green. This card, I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, he looks more like a reliever, if anything. He's only got a fastball, slider, changeup. Okay, hits per 9, pitching clutch isn't bad, and he does have outliers. So that's the one thing he has for him. He throws gas, but considering the pitch mix for a starter, even with outlier, in my opinion, man, I mean, Hunter Green, this is obvious for me. He's C tier. If he was a reliever, I'd probably move him up to the B tier, but as a starter, you need more than a fastball, slider, changeup. Now, the Brewers card is Christian Yelich, and this card is very, very good. Fantastic contact, very good power, very good clutch. It's very balanced across the board. Everything is about, around the 95 overall for his hitting stats. 75 fielding, 73 arm, 78 speed. It's a very balanced card. I think I'm gonna put him in the A tier. You guys might even know who I'm already talking about, why I might not put him in the S tier for. I, for some reason, don't have Yelich here. I guess I forgot to add the card to the tier list, but just imagine, put Yelich right here in the A tier. Next, we have Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's got okay contact. Power's a little bit low. The clutch isn't bad either. 99 fielding, 73 arm with 75 speed. He only plays third base. He doesn't have any other secondary positions. And for a third baseman, I'm looking for a power hitter. For example, I would take this Eugenio Suarez over Ke'Bryan Hayes in a heartbeat. In my opinion, I just don't think Ke'Bryan Hayes is that great. So I'm going to put him down in the C tier. Next up, we have Tommy Edman. Good against righties, good against lefties. The power is a tad bit low for my liking. 106 clutch, 99 fielding, 65 arm, 89 speed. 65 arm is a little bit weak for shortstop, so you probably want to run this guy at second base. He could play the outfield too for you. Probably wouldn't be a bad center fielder because of that 89 speed. I'm gonna put Tommy Edman in the C tier. There's just so many good hitters, especially for the middle infield. Now all we have left now is the NL West, so we're gonna start with the Diamondbacks and Christian Walker. This is a very good hitting card. Power is up there. The clutch is a little low at 80, especially since his contact is low. I think that hurts him just a tad. 99 fielding is great over at first base because fielding means a little bit more this year. So I'm going to put him in the B tier. I think he's similar to a card like a Joey Meneses or something like that. Now here we go. Dustin May for the Dodgers. One of the toughest cards to face every year in my opinion. 104 stamina, 106 hits per 9. 91 pitching clutch is a little bit low, but look at the pitch mix. Sinker, slurve, 4-seam cutter, changeup. I don't think you could ask for a better pitch mix than that. And he has outlier on his sinker as well. So out of this entire program, Dustin May is going to be the only pitcher that I put in the S tier. Like I said, Stroman was a good card earlier, but Dustin May clears. And here we go. This is the card I was talking about when we had Christian Yelich up there. It is Juan Soto. Now, 111, 106 against righties, 89, 94 against lefties. 115 clutch. He's got silver fielding in right field with 82 arm, and Soto has all the quirks. He has dead red, unfazed, rally monkey, fighter. Soto's always one of the best left-handed hitting cards in the game. I'm gonna put Soto in the S tier. I'm gonna put Soto over Yelich though, in my opinion. And now we have Jock Peterson. 103, 117 against righties, 99, 91 against lefties, which is pretty high for a Jock Peterson card. Usually he kind of gets killed against lefties, and he has 125 clutch. I would not run this card in center. He does have the bad ball hitter and pinch hitter. I'm gonna put Jock Peterson in the A tier because just Stanton, Soler, Eloy, Jock, they're like, none of them are better than my opinion. One shouldn't be in the S tier over the other, so I think Jock fits just fine in the A tier. Now for the Rockies, we have Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. So 98, 90 against righties, max contact against lefties, 78 power with a 115 clutch is definitely nice. 65 fielding, 99 arm strength. I don't know where the hell they got 99 arm for Charlie Blackmon because he's always had terrible arm strength in this game. I would put Charlie Blackmon here in the B tier. There's so many good outfielders, and I would probably use a guy like Peterson over him. I think Stanton, Eloy, and Soler are all better, so I'm gonna put Blackmon in the B tier. I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Again, a lot of these cards, they're not bad. There's only a few duds like Patricia McKenzie and Joe Ryan. A lot of these cards are usable. There's so many good cards in this game, but when you really compare them against each other, you gotta rank them somehow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time.